With travel finally rebounding, you will probably want to make your trips as epic as possible. Maximizing your status benefits is key to having incredible travel experiences. Today, I will take you from zero to hero and make you an Hilton Honors expert. This will level up your travel game and help you get the most out of every hotel stay. Welcome to the Ultimate Hilton Honors Guide. Hello everyone, this is Kevin from Points Travel Tech. This video is a very detailed guide on everything you need to know regarding Hilton Honors. We'll start with the basics of what Hilton Honors is and its status levels, continuing with all the ways to achieve status and the perks they offer you. The correct booking process that saves you the most time and money will be covered, and after that, all my strategies of maximizing the most important status benefits will follow. This guide is aimed at beginners, but I'm sure you seasoned travelers out there will find some new knowledge here as well. Since I go into great detail, it is the Ultimate Hilton Honors Guide after all, this video is quite lengthy. If you're only looking for a specific topic, I've placed some timestamps down below. So without further ado, let's start with number 1. What is Hilton Honors? Hilton Honors is the loyalty program of Hilton Hotels and Resorts, one of the largest hotel chains with 18 brands and over 6,200 hotels worldwide. Like every large hotel chain, Hilton rewards those customers that are loyal to them. Anyone can become a Hilton Honors member for free and then work his or her way up the ranks through silver, gold, and diamond status. For the super loyal customers, there is one more tier, Lifetime Diamond. But more on that later. Number 2, how do you achieve status? The traditional way to earn status is to spend a specific amount of nights, stays, or points at Hilton properties in one calendar year. Nights are simply the total amount of nights you spend in any Hilton hotel. One stay is defined as a check-in and a check-out at one property. A stay can consist of any number of nights, for example 5 or 10. But it can also consist of only one night. The points are earned through the cash you spend. $1 spent at a Hilton property converts to 10 base points, unless you're staying at a True or Home 2 property. Here, $1 equals 5 base points. This system offers flexibility in travel preferences when trying to achieve a certain status level. In order to climb the status ladder, you need 4 stays or 10 nights or 25,000 points to reach silver. The 25,000 points boil down to $2,500 spent at Hilton properties. You receive gold status for either hitting 20 stays, 40 nights, or 75,000 points. Diamond status is rewarded after achieving 30 stays, 60 nights, or 120,000 points. It's important to note that you need to hit the threshold on one of these categories in full. You can't combine 3 stays with 8 nights, for example, to reach silver status. You need to achieve the status requirements in one calendar year, and the status remains valid for the remainder of the year it was earned and the following calendar year. For the average person, diamond status is the highest tier they will reach, and it's a pretty nice status to have. But for the uber loyal road warriors, Hilton has one more level, Lifetime Diamond. To achieve the very highest tier, you need to have been a Diamond member for at least 10 years, these don't need to be consecutive, and either have spent 1,000 nights in Hilton properties or accumulated 2 million base points, which means that you spent $200,000 at Hilton hotels. At the moment of filming, the requirements are reduced due to the pandemic. The numbers I showed you are the old original thresholds you needed to hit pre-COVID. I'll show you the current requirements on screen now, but depending on when you watch this video, the requirements may change. Simply check the Hilton Honors app or website and they will show you what the current targets are. Aiming for stays is probably the quickest option if you go the traditional route. Some people like to hotel hop, which means switching properties every night. This way, they rack up stays very quickly. If this sounds tedious or impossible to you, I have good news. There are shortcuts. One of these shortcuts are status promotions. Occasionally, Hilton will allow people to fast track through the status levels. This usually requires you to spend a specific amount of nights in a short time frame, usually around 90 days. The requirements are much lower than the usual amount of nights, and it can be a solid option if you have a vacation planned anyways. But the easiest and most efficient way to get Hilton Honors status is through credit cards. There are many different options worldwide to do this. Here are the examples that I know of. In the United States, there are 4 different Hilton Honors American Express credit cards. 3 personal cards, 1 for each status level, and yes, that also means diamond status, and 1 business card that gets you gold status. These cards offer a number of extra perks that I will not cover here, since this video is aimed for anyone worldwide. US credit cards are hard to acquire outside of the United States. I made a video on how to get them, just click on the top right corner here. If you live in Canada, the UK, India, Mexico, or Australia, I highly recommend watching the Prince of Travels video on the topic. I'll link it down below. If you can't get US credit cards, don't worry, there is most likely an option for you. Japan offers 2 Hilton American Express cards. The best status you can get here is gold. For viewers from Germany, Austria, or Switzerland, there is also a Hilton Honors Visa card on offer that will grant you instant gold status. I made a video about that card as well. Link in the top right corner. And for everyone else, there is one more option, the American Express Platinum card. As far as I know, every Amex Platinum worldwide grants its holder free Hilton Gold status. Every status that is received through a credit card is valid as long as the card is open. If you're a viewer from the US, Germany, Austria, or Switzerland, then I can refer you to the Hilton Honors credit cards from those countries. You would get increased sign-up bonuses and you would support the channel. Links are down below in the description. I can also refer you to the Austrian American Express Platinum card if you're interested. Here's a quick roundup of all the options. You become a member by simply signing up for free. Silver status can be achieved through the US Hilton Honors No Annual Fee card. You get gold status through the Hilton Honors Visa in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, the US Hilton Honors Surpass and Business card, the Japanese Hilton and Hilton Premium American Express cards, and all American Express Platinum cards worldwide. Diamond status will be awarded if you spend 20,000 euros in a calendar year with the German Hilton Honors Visa, if you spend $40,000 with the US Hilton Honors Surpass card, and if you simply hold the US Hilton Honors Aspire card. There is also a fast track to diamond with the Japanese Hilton Premium Amex card after you spend 2 million yen. One last thing to note on earning status through credit cards. If you got gold or silver status due to a credit card, you will need to start from scratch if you want to achieve the next level. That means 40 nights for gold and 60 nights to reach diamond status. Alright, you finally have your status. What perks do you get? This brings me to number 3, status benefits. Simply being a member already has some nice perks. First of all, you earn Hilton Honors points with every stay, and you can use those points for free hotel nights. Free nights start as low as 5,000 points per night. Additionally, you get access to the Hilton Honors discounted rates, free Wi-Fi, the second guest in the same room stays for free, and a potential late checkout if there's availability. Silver status keeps all member benefits but adds free bottled water in the room, 20% increased points earnings, and the 5th night free perk. This last perk is awesome and works like this. If you book a stay with at least 5 nights and pay for it completely with points, then 1 night will be free. If you stay exactly 5 nights, you pay for 4. If you stay 10 nights, you pay for 8, and so on. Once you've hit silver status or higher, you're eligible for elite rollover nights. This means, for example, if you stayed 64 nights in 1 year, you achieve diamond status after 60 nights. The 4 excess nights are the rollover nights and are counted toward the following year when you need to renew your status. In this case, you would only need 56 nights to extend your diamond status. Gold status is where it starts to get fun. You earn 80% more points, you can get space available upgrades, you get free breakfast for 2 guests. Who doesn't love free food? Don't worry, I'll go into a lot more detail regarding those topics in a second. With diamond status, you earn 100% more points on each stay. The upgrades can include suites. If a hotel has a lounge, you have access to it no matter what room you're in. And you get free premium Wi-Fi. Additionally, you get access to the Hilton Honors Diamond Hotline with reduced wait times. The number is 1-800-44-666-77. If you don't live in the US, I'd suggest you call for free using Skype from anywhere in the world. I didn't list every single benefit, but the most important ones. Now that you know which perks you'll receive with each status level, it's time to go into detail about the booking process and afterwards the benefits. Let's start with number 4, the correct booking process. Once you're a Hilton Honors member or status holder, you will obviously want to make use of the benefits and also collect points. To do this, you will need to start booking directly with Hilton, either through their app or the website. Do not book with third parties like Expedia or Booking.com or credit card portals. If you don't book through Hilton, your nights or stays won't count, you won't get any points for the money you spent, and you won't get the perks like free breakfast, upgrades, and so on. This isn't bad news because there are reduced rates for Hilton Honors members and the prices are usually the most competitive via Hilton anyways. There is one exception where booking through a third party can make sense. It's coming up soon. Basically, there are 2 approaches to search for Hilton hotels. If you know the exact dates of your trip, then the app or HiltonHonors.com is the way to go. Simply search for the city, add the dates, and you'll be presented with all the hotels in the area with the room rate per night. One downside of the app is that your search will always show the rate in the currency of the country you're going to visit. There is no way to change the currency in the app at the moment. This is only possible on the website. If you know where you want to go, but your dates are flexible, then you should head to HiltonHotels.com. Enter your destination and then add in the dates that represent the amount of nights you want to stay. Then check the box, My dates are flexible. You will once again be presented with the different hotels, but once you click on View Available Dates, you will see a calendar view. This makes it super easy to see what dates have the cheapest rate. This saves so much time and can save you money in the process. All the search options I just mentioned work with cash rates and Hilton Honors points. Speaking of points, here is all you need to know about points redemptions. Unlike paying for flights with miles, paying for hotel stays with points is completely free. If you don't consume anything at the hotel, you will leave without spending a penny. This also applies to those pesky resort fees that can be quite high in regions like Las Vegas or Hawaii. Point redemption rates for standard rooms, aka the cheapest room type, range from as little as 5,000 to 150,000 points per night. If you see an outrageous number of points needed, like this example here, then that means that there are no standard rooms available with points on that date. Once again, use the calendar feature on HiltonHotels.com for those searches. All your status benefits stay active. If you're a gold member, you can get upgraded and receive free breakfast. If you're a diamond member, you'll also get lounge access if your hotel has one. If you have silver status or higher, you're eligible for the 5th night free award. This only applies to stays that are paid for completely with points. Book a stay for 5 nights on points, you'll only pay for 4. Book a 10-night stay, only pay for 8. This can keep stacking. You have to actively book 5 nights to get this discount. Searching for a 4-night stay will not automatically add a 5th night. This means booking a 4-night stay on points is literally throwing points out of the window. Don't do that. Stay that extra night. Booking with points is awesome. Who doesn't love free travel? But it's a good idea to compare the points rate with the cash rates in order to tell if you're getting a good deal. The points guy values one Hilton Honors point at 0.6 US cents. So ideally, you want to get a higher value than that when deciding between points and cash. Simply take the full cash price, including all taxes, divide it through the points needed, and multiply that number by 100. You'll get the cents per point value. If it's over 0.6, you can consider it a good deal. But no one can tell you when it's the best time to redeem your points. If you simply don't have the cash, then not having to pay for a hotel stay, even if you don't get the most out of your points, can be worth it for you. And that's totally fine. It's not recommended to hoard points over a long period of time because devaluations do happen and they're not always announced beforehand. You've been warned. A few more tips regarding the best booking strategies. If you book a room with cash directly with Hilton and within 24 hours find the exact same room with the exact same conditions for a cheaper price on a third-party booking site, you can try to invoke the price match guarantee. If your claim is successful, Hilton will match the cheaper price you found and apply an extra 25% discount on that rate. You can apply for this online via the link in the description below, but I would recommend you call your local Hilton hotline. This is much faster because the agent will check your claim on the spot and tell you if it's eligible. I've been able to save over $850 on a 5-night stay in Chicago this way and have had further successes. It also works if you haven't yet booked the Hilton hotel. So if you found the hotel you'd like to stay at, do a quick check on kayak.com and see if there is a better rate available for the identical room with the exact booking rules on the same dates. Call the Hilton hotline and get that discount. So remember, it has to be the same hotel, room type, dates, amount of people, and the same cancellation and payment policy. It has to match up 100%. I will make a video in the future about this topic going into great detail, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss it. If you're not able to find a cheaper third-party offering, here's a quick pro tip. If you're booking far in advance, always book a flexible or semi-flexible rate. Periodically check the app or website as time goes by to see if prices have decreased since you initially booked. If the new price is cheaper, book it first and then cancel the old, more expensive booking right after. This happens frequently and I've saved a lot of money by doing this in the past. Lastly, impresario rates. Hilton enables special third-party partners the option to offer impresario rates. These rates cannot be booked via Hilton directly and are not aimed to save money but to offer maximum benefits, even if you don't hold status with them. The perks can vary, but usually consist of a space available upgrade, free full breakfast for two, not just the continental breakfast or dining credit, $100 property credit, early and late checkout if available, and sometimes even double base points. Even though you're booking through a third party, all Hilton perks that you have through your status remain valid in addition to the impresario perks. Also, you will generate Hilton points. The rates are flexible, meaning you can cancel for free, and you pay at the hotel, no deposit needed. So if you pay with a Hilton branded credit card, you will also get your high point multipliers for that stay. Sounds really awesome, doesn't it? There are a few limitations. Firstly, this is only available for luxury Hilton properties. This means only Conrad, Waldorf Astoria, and LXR hotels. Second, this only works for cash bookings, not with points. The third caveat is that the impresario room rate usually matches the non-member flexible booking rate, not the Hilton Honors discounted one. So keep in mind, this is not aimed to save you a lot of money. The $100 credit can offset some of the extra costs, and sometimes there are offers where their third, fourth, or fifth night is free. In those cases, the impresario rate can actually be a bargain. This is what we had when we stayed at the Conrad Dubai twice. I've made videos about both stays. Click on the top right corner to check them out. This means if you're in the market for paying a cash rate at any Conrad, Waldorf Astoria, or LXR property, I would definitely recommend you check out the Impresario offerings. Where can I book them, you ask? There are a plethora of options. All Impresario partners have the same prices, so it really comes down to who you want to support, since the partners get a tiny commission. In the German-speaking world, you can check out the YHBU, Reisetopia Hotels, Meilenoptimieren.com, or yourtravel.tv. In the US, I like to support Spencer from Straight to the Points. He is a one-man show like me and is highly knowledgeable. Obviously, you can book with anyone, no matter where you're from. You'll find links to all partners in the description below. Whew! That was a huge chapter. Thanks for sticking with me. If you've made it this far, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It's free and supports the channel. On to the next big one. Number 5, maximizing the status perks. When it comes to the benefits, it's important to note that all perks officially only apply to the room that the status holder is staying in and 2 guests in total. If you get the benefits for multiple rooms, you're simply lucky with the hotel's generosity. One of the main reasons why I chose Hilton as my go-to hotel chain is the free breakfast perk that you get with gold and diamond status. If you're a breakfast person, this perk has the potential to save you a lot of money. It sounds simple, but there's a complexity to it that I'll explain in detail now. Once you have gold status or higher, you will receive your free breakfast regardless of the rate you booked. So you can always ignore the rate that has breakfast included. In total, there are 18 brands under the Hilton banner. The only brand where you won't get free breakfast with your status is Hilton Grand Vacations. These are timeshare properties, so you most likely won't stay there. Then there are 5 brands that offer free breakfast to every guest that stays at their properties. These are Embassy Suites, Hampton Inn, Home2 Suites, Homewood Suites, and True. Every rate at these hotels includes a free breakfast, no status needed. This information can be handy if you're traveling in a group and not everyone has status. You will see this information on the hotel page in the app under Amenities, as you see here. For the remaining 12 brands, you need to separate stays in the United States of America and everywhere else in the world. Starting with the latter, the rules are as follows. As a gold or diamond member, you are entitled to a continental breakfast for up to 2 people if they're staying in the same room. If you don't know, continental breakfast is a small, cold breakfast that consists of coffee and or juice, a pastry, and something like fruit or yogurt. This is what you're entitled to, so it's the minimum you'll get. In most hotels, especially in Europe or Asia, you'll get access to the full breakfast buffet. This can be very valuable, especially if you're staying at expensive properties like the Conrad or Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives, for example. This can save you upwards of $100 per night. If you're staying in Canada, South or Central America, the chances are higher that the hotel will only honor the continental breakfast, usually offering an option for you to upgrade to the full breakfast buffet. If you're staying in the United States, you will receive a food and beverage credit for up to 2 people staying in the same room. You'll receive $10 per person at Hilton Garden Inns, between $15 to $18 per person at Hilton Hotels, Signia, Doubletree, Curio Collection, Tapestry, Canopy, and Motto Properties. And finally, $25 per person at Waldorf Astoria, LXR, and Conrad's. It's unclear what kind of credit you will receive at Temple Properties, as these are currently being established and don't show up in the information provided by Hilton. If you're traveling alone, you can try to maximize this credit by adding a second person to your booking. It's free and should result in you getting the maximum amount of the credit. I've not yet done this myself, but it can't hurt to try. The benefit of the credit is that it can be spent on any dining option that you can charge to your room. If you don't eat breakfast or simply need to leave very early, it's a good option. Obviously, the problem is that the credit doesn't necessarily cover the whole amount that breakfast costs. So it's really up to your personal preferences if this credit benefits you or not. The last thing to note is that if you're a gold member and you know you won't have any time to eat breakfast, you can choose to receive some extra Hilton points instead. To select this benefit, adjust the setting in the My Way benefits in your Hilton app before you arrive. This does not apply to Diamond members because they receive the points and breakfast simultaneously. The free upgrades are the most discussed perk of all, and it's probably because the experience is so different for so many people. I'll start by saying that I've received an upgrade at every single Hilton I've ever visited since I first became a gold member. But let's go back to the basics. Who can get what kind of an upgrade? Gold and Diamond members can receive a space available upgrade for the room they are personally staying at. If we look at the terms and conditions, Gold members may receive an upgrade to the executive level. Diamond members may be upgraded to suites. I have to stress that no form of upgrade is guaranteed. You are never entitled to an upgrade, no matter what status you have, and ultimately the hotel decides if you receive an upgrade or not. There is no one to complain to if you don't get one. Also, there are quite a few brands that don't offer upgrades to elite members. These are Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Hampton by Hilton, True, Homewood Suites, Home2 Suites, and Hilton Grand Vacations. It's not impossible to get upgraded at those brands, but it's completely up to the staff, and I personally wouldn't go asking for one. So my first major advice when it comes to upgrades is always book the room type that you will be happy to stay in. Do not rely on an upgrade to make the stay enjoyable for you. The chance that you will be disappointed is far greater than getting exactly what you want. That brings me to my second piece of advice. Keep your expectations low. This way, you can only be surprised in a positive way. In general, your chances of getting upgraded in the US are a lot worse than in Europe, Asia, or the Middle East. This is simply because the US has the highest density of elite status members by far. What can gold members expect and what should they aim for? If your chosen hotel has an executive lounge, then getting an upgrade to the executive level is what you should aim for. Why? Because if you're upgraded to an executive room, then you'll get access to the lounge, and this means free snacks, drinks, and happy hour with booze and sometimes full meals. If you book the cheapest room, it's possible that the hotel will upgrade you to an executive room. You can increase your chances by booking the room type directly below the executive level or by suite talking. More on that in a second. In very rare cases, gold members receive upgrades to suites, but I wouldn't ask for one since it's not officially on the table. In my gold member days, I received an upgrade to a suite once. If your hotel does not have a lounge, simply book what you're happy with and be pleasantly surprised if you get an upgrade. Diamond members have lounge access no matter what, so aiming for the executive rooms is not enough as these rooms rarely offer a higher square footage. Personally, I always aim to get a suite upgrade since I enjoy having more space. But I almost always book the cheapest room possible. Theoretically, you can be upgraded as soon as 3 days before your stay. You will receive an email titled, "We're upgrading your upcoming stay." That will explain the details. This type of automatic upgrade has gotten a lot more common in the past few months. If you receive an email titled, "Upgrade your stay," then this does not mean you got upgraded automatically. It has nothing to do with your free status upgrade. This is just a cheaper upgrade offer that every Hilton member receives, and it would require you to pay for the upgrade. You should ignore this email. The next chance of getting a free upgrade is upon online check-in. The closer to your arrival you look at the online check-in, the higher chance of an upgrade because the hotel has a better knowledge of their occupancy. If no upgrade is offered, don't worry, it's not over. But if upgrades aren't important to you and you would rather skip the front desk altogether, you can check in online, get the digital key, and be on your way. If you're keen on getting the best upgrade, I recommend not completing the digital check-in. The last and best chance of getting an upgrade is at the front desk. When the personal aspect is added, this can work to your advantage. At the front desk, you should try to master the art of sweet talking. Everyone has their own strategies on doing this, and I will share mine now. On the day of arrival, before I get there, I look up the hotel on the app and search for the exact dates that I'll be staying at. I'll look to see if there are suites available for booking. I do this to A, keep my expectations in check if none are available, and B, have an ace up my sleeve. When I arrive at the front desk, I approach the reception in a very friendly manner and have all my documents ready to go. Asking how the receptionist is doing or striking up a light conversation can only help you. I wait and see what type of room they will give me. If they don't mention it, I ask what room type I got. If it's anything but a suite, I'll say something like, "Do you maybe have a suite available as a Diamond member upgrade?" By phrasing it this way, I'm specifically asking for the room type that I want, and I'm reminding them that I'm an elite member of their program. Why is this important, you ask? If you're specific about your request, the staff can cater to your wishes. If you simply ask for a better room, it's harder for them to know what you're asking for. Reminding them that you're an elite member is important because it's possible that it was overlooked. The employee could be a trainee, the receptionist could be having a bad day, or simply just made a mistake. Don't be mad that you weren't recognized instantly as an elite member. Simply give them a friendly reminder. Usually, they will start to check what is available. Sometimes they will get assistance from a manager. If they upgrade you to a suite at this point, congrats, it's time to party. You've just sweet-talked yourself to a sweet upgrade. If the response is that there are no suites available, you can now say, "Really? When I checked the app before, there were some suites available for booking." This can sometimes turn the tide to your favor, but sometimes it's no use. Like I said, you're not entitled to any upgrade, and if they don't want to give it to you, you won't get it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Obviously, gold members can use this tactic as well, but I would probably ask for an executive room instead of a suite. Now, I understand that some people might be hesitant to ask for an upgrade, and I admit it was really weird for me in the beginning. I was so nervous asking for an upgrade at our first Hilton stay after getting gold status because I just didn't know what the process was. But nowadays, it's just a part of checking in. Keep in mind, the receptionists get these questions multiple times a day, so it's nothing unusual for them. Second, there is nothing wrong with simply asking. And third, what's the worst that could happen? They say no, you get what you booked, no hard feelings. If you think the hotel should offer these things to you up front and you shouldn't have to ask, then I agree to a certain extent. But keep in mind, especially in the USA, there are so many Diamond members. There is no way that everyone can get a suite upgrade. So I understand if the staff is not proactive about giving out major upgrades and instead waits for a guest that lets them know that an upgrade is important to them. Some people just don't care about upgrades, so why waste an upgrade on someone who is content with what they booked? To sum this up, be prepared, be friendly, ask kindly but specifically, and in most cases, those who ask will be rewarded. And if not, accept the fact and don't be disappointed. I have to give a shout out to Ricky from Prince of Travel, who made a very detailed guide about sweet talking. Among other things, he recommends contacting the hotel beforehand and letting them know if you have a special occasion while staying at the hotel. If you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, honeymoon, or anything else, it can't hurt to let them know. Check out his video by clicking in the top right corner or follow the link below in the description. One last tip regarding upgrades. If you're staying at a property for multiple days and there was no upgrade available for you at check-in, you can always ask mid-stay if a suite opened up for the remainder of your time at the property. If you don't mind switching rooms, this can make the rest of your stay that more enjoyable. Another popular perk is the late checkout. This benefit is also limited to availability. Other hotel chains offer guaranteed late checkouts to their elite members. Hilton is not one of them. The perk is pretty straightforward. Sometimes the receptionist will offer it to you proactively, but in most cases you will have to ask. Here is where my only tip comes in. Exaggerate with your checkout time. Most likely, the receptionist will want to bargain with you and not give you the time you specifically asked for. If, for example, you want to stay until 2 p.m., ask for 3 p.m. checkout. The staff will most likely offer you 2 p.m. This concludes the perks that require an in-depth explanation. In case I missed anything or you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any of your inquiries. Topic number 6 is Points 101. Like I said in the beginning, you earn 10 points per dollar spent at most hotel brands. You earn points on all spend at the hotel that is billed to the room. This includes foods, drinks, room service, and spa treatments. So always charge everything to the room. The 10 points per dollar are called base points. The extra points you generate through your status or credit card spend are bonus points. Hilton regularly offers points promotions, and these often include point multipliers like this offer. The 2x and 3x multipliers only apply to the base points earned, not on the bonus points. This also applies to the double points rate you can book via Hilton or the IMPRESARIO rates that offer double points. They only multiply the base points. If you don't want to miss the next Hilton promotion, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I share the promos in my stories. If you have a Hilton branded credit card, you will receive extra bonus points if you pay with it at Hilton hotels. These will be credited after your monthly statement. Simply visiting a restaurant in a Hilton branded hotel without staying there will not generate any points unless you pay with your Hilton credit card. If you have an American Express Platinum card, you will not earn Hilton Honors points directly. You will generate membership rewards points instead. In theory, you can transfer these points to Hilton Honors, but I wouldn't recommend that because you can get a lot more value by transferring to airline programs. Another way to generate points is by using Lyft in the United States or Canada. Simply connect your Hilton and Lyft accounts by following the link in the description and start earning. International travelers visiting the US or Canada can also apply and of course earn the points during their travels. You can also straight up buy points. You can buy them in increments of 1,000 and purchase a maximum of 160,000 per calendar year. 1,000 points cost $10. This means 1 point cost 1 cent. And this is higher than the 0.6 cents that the points guy values a Hilton point. This means that buying the points at the standard rate is not a good deal. You will end up spending more than paying the cash rate. But Hilton very commonly runs points buying promotions where the points you buy are doubled. If you buy 5,000 points or more, you will receive 100% extra points on your purchase. This essentially doubles the amount of points you can buy per year, but only if you pay $1,600 for the maximum 160,000 points at once, which will then turn into 320,000. This brings down the price per point to 0.5 cents, which obviously is a better deal. But buying points in bulk just for the heck of it is not recommended. As a rule of thumb, only buy points when there is a promotion, and even more importantly, only if you have a specific use case mapped out already. Do your calculations beforehand and see if buying points is actually cheaper than paying with cash. Be sure to factor in the 5th night free perk I mentioned in the beginning. The benefit of booking with points is that the rate is always flexible, meaning you can cancel for free up to 24 hours before your stay local time of the hotel. If you cancel, you should receive your points back within minutes. If you don't, call Hilton Honors. The downside of booking with points is that sometimes rooms aren't available to book with points, only with cash. Similar to award availability with airlines. Another negative aspect of points booking is that mostly only the standard rooms, aka the cheapest rooms, have normal points pricing. Higher category rooms rise in price disproportionately and quickly start costing hundreds of thousands of points per night. This means if you're eyeing a suite up front, it's a better idea to pay cash. Hilton allows you to pool, gift, and transfer points for free. In all honesty, I don't see a true difference between gifting and transferring. The main point is to send points from one account to another for free, which is great. A Hilton Honors pool can consist of up to 10 members. The points earned by each individual are not automatically added to the pool. Every member can decide when and how many points are added to the pool. Each Hilton Honors member that has had its account open for 90 days or longer is allowed the following: to transfer or pool 500,000 points in total per year, receive a maximum of 2 million points per year, is allowed 6 transfers and 6 pooling transactions per year. If you have multiple Hilton Honors members in your household, these features can be really handy if you're planning a big trip. Hilton points can expire if you show no activity for 15 months. If you have activity in your account at least once every 15 months, your points won't expire. Activity is defined by earning or spending points by any means. This includes booking a stay, using your Hilton Honors co-branded credit card, earning points through Lyft, transferring from Amex, and so on. Number 7, general tips and tricks. Like I mentioned before, status benefits only apply to the room the status holder is staying in. What should you do if you're booking multiple rooms? If you only have one status holder in your party, then all you can do is book your stay and hope that the hotel is generous enough to apply some or all benefits to your party. But if you're a diamond member and someone else in your party has gold status, for example, then I would suggest to split up the booking between those accounts. This way, at least 4 people will receive free breakfast and upgrades where available. All bookings can be paid with the same credit card if that's important. The base points the gold member of our example earns will be 20% lower, but can be transferred to the diamond member for free if needed. The loss of the 20% of base points is the only major negative aspect in this scenario. But if you don't have to pay for breakfast and get a better room, this might be a good trade-off. It's possible to receive free night certificates through US Hilton credit cards, either by spending a certain amount or by holding the Aspire card. Before COVID, these certificates were free weekend certificates, meaning you could only use them for a stay on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. At the moment, this policy is not in effect and you can use the certificate any day of the week. This might change in the future. The free night award can be used at almost any property except for 37 in the Hilton portfolio. It doesn't matter how much the standard room costs. If there is standard points availability, it's yours. It's not possible to book online. You will need to call the Hilton hotline to use the certificate. You can add the award night to an existing booking you paid for with cash or points. The free night awards are flexible bookings, meaning you can cancel up to 24 hours before. Be sure to spend the certificate on an expensive property to get the most out of it. The most popular redemption is probably the Waldorf Astoria Maldives, as the rooms cost upwards of $1,000 a night. The certificate covers the room rate and potential resort fees, and your status benefits naturally apply as well. This includes free breakfast and upgrades. If you're curious to see what sweet talking can get you at the Conrad Dubai, then click on this video to continue watching. Congratulations! You're officially a Hilton Honors Pro after completing this video. Now go, travel, master your skills of sweet talking, and enjoy every vacation to the max. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching. Happy travels and see you soon.